Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is my Clearlake, California fishing report for the first week of May. And I just wanted to bring you guys a first-hand look at how pretty much it's looked the entire week here as far as conditions. I'm like, man, where do I live? Am I back in Texas? I remember growing up, they used to say, if you don't like the weather, just hang around for about 10 minutes and it'll change. So that's pretty much what we've been experiencing all this week. I mean, we've had literally a 30-degree drop in temperatures. Last Saturday, I was down in the redbud arm, and it was literally 90 degrees. And today we're starting out in the high 50s and ended up in the 60s. So it's been some drastic temperature changes. And as you can see, if you've seen my earlier videos, this is where the bass were spawning. Unfortunately, they're not here anymore, but I know more are going to be back. But I've gone from a 4 or 5 foot of visibility here to only about a foot and a half. So the wind has really done a number on the water clarity, but it hasn't hurt the spawners. You know, the ones that had moved up, of course, they're going to stay up. So you're still going to be able to come up here and concentrate on the bed fishing, because that's, just face it, that's what we all want to do. That's why we love the spring fishing. So the fish are still on the beds, just with this weather and the overcast, they've just gotten a whole lot harder to see. So it's just tougher. I mean, there still is clear water. When I was down, I got a confession to make. The majority of my time fishing this week has been just bank fishing, walking the keys here, and off my pontoon boat. So I've only been in the rattlesnake arm and the redbud arm. But man, Saturday when I was down in the redbud arm, I found places where I literally had 10 feet of visibility, and boy, the quality of fish I'm seeing this year is just blowing my mind. I am seeing so many magnums and fish that I know are 10 plus. It's just amazing to just get to see that kind of fish. It just makes you just so happy. And you know, it's just, they're all so healthy, and I'm just loving seeing Clear Lake back like that. I mean, you gotta realize it's just we've had 2 years of basically what's behind me being high and dry, and I could have weed eated it the last 2 years. It's just been really sad. So we're all excited to have all this water back and all the access back. And so back to the fishing report. Beds are still the prominent way, but you know, the weather, they're in all three phases. You're going to hear that with everybody that does a report. But the wave that was coming, this storm held them up. So that's opening things up to fall back into the 15, 20 foot of water column, and fishing in and out, in and out, in and out. You know, the trash fish, I'm still getting bit on. I'm still getting bit on the underspin, and of course the flip bite has taken off. So those are just, I've really lightened the load on what I'm bringing with me. I'm bringing a crappie jig too, just because it's always fun just to catch a crappie. I've got a little ultralight, and man, when you hook a 2-pound crappie, it's just a blast. And no, I'm not catching a lot of crappie. I get a lot of questions about crappie, and I don't know. I think they've just gotten overfished this year, unfortunately, and it's not near as easy to catch them as it used to be. It just used to be a no-brainer, and I could go hook a giant crappie anywhere, and that's just not the case for me this year. But with that said, I haven't tried to target them or really put any work into that. But with the bass fishing, it's, you know, I am getting a few reaction bites with the limited access that I've had. So if you come up here, don't be afraid to put those tools back into your arsenal. But number one, the flip bite, you know, I'm still seeing them on beds, and you know, it just mostly just the male. So I really don't pick on them once. I'll catch them one time, and then I leave them alone. But the females, they've been tougher for me to catch. I really have to put my time in and really tick them off, and I'm having to use baits that male won't just instantly grab and take off with. So the drop shot, you know, it's almost impossible not to catch that male with a drop shot. So in all honesty, I've been using my trash fish and flipping that onto the beds, and it just, you know, the male will pick that up and take it off the bed 5 or 6 times before that female finally gets irritated with him for not doing his job a little better, and then she'll come over there, grab it, and you know, and you can get a hook in her. But you know, it just I don't think I'm any better than anybody else, and I don't want to get on a soapbox, but I only catch a fish on a bed one time. I'll get my picture and I'll let them go, and I never box spawning fish, and I try to never take them off of their bed. But like I said, that everybody's got their own thing, and that don't make me no better than anybody else. That's just how I do it. So anyway, the fishing is still very, very good up here. I've talked to a lot of people. Just this is my world. I talk to everybody about fishing, and some of my friends are struggling, but they are getting bit, and everyone is seeing the quality fish. So the fish are here, and they're gonna go. The bait up here is just mind-boggling. How much bait fishing, how much life is back in Clearlake. So anyway, I was wrong on my last report. The full moon wasn't this weekend. It's coming up, so I apologize for that. I try to give you guys correct information, but hey, I'm going to make a few mistakes. But anyway, I really hope that this information helps you guys out. I really appreciate you watching my channel, subscribing, and supporting me. And as usual, peace out.